Facebook. Here's a live stream that I promised you, talking about passive income. Really, there's really two topics, passive income and residual income. We'll talk about that here in a segundo. Eu prometo que eu vou esperar pouquinho para vocês. I just like to speak Portuguese sometimes on my live. Oh, wow. All of a sudden it popped up. There's 9 people on here, 19 people on here now. Hopefully that's correct. Start clicking yes if you can hear what I'm saying, okay? And I apologize for the Portuguese speaking. I don't think that I really expected anyone to be on that quickly. So sometimes if you guys haven't done a live stream, or even if you have, like at first, I'm always not sure if people can actually hear me or not. So I need, I'm gonna ask you guys, write yes in the comment box if you guys can hear me. Cool. So I see some thumbs up going on, so I guess that some people can hear me. I'm going to talk about passive income and residual income. And first of all, I wanted to, before we go into that, is just really, how do you get passive or residual income? It, number one, stems from a lot of times your working income or your working input, okay? So here's what I'm talking about. Whatever you bring in is for your job. That's $1 per hour. You're changing that, right? If you can increase what you earn per hour, you can increase your working income, which you can then take a percentage of that and invest other ways. Okay, so but let me explain. How many of you on here would like to have passive income? Put yes down below, or residual income. And then I'm gonna ask the other question is, how many of you actually have passive income or residual income? Put I have in the comments below, so I can kind of see how many people actually have passive or residual income. So this idea came to me when I first heard about financial freedom. How many of you will like it? So every single month, every single day, money goes into your bank and all you have to do is fog the mirror. Would that be cool or what, right? And I know it sounds much more awesome saying it like that. Reality is that you got to put some work in first to create passive income. Got it? Let me show you what income is. I have this fantastic drawing. How many of you think my drawing is awesome? Put awesome in the comments below, because you got to admit, the goose that lays the golden egg with a goose like that has got to be some sort of college graduate. Yeah? Okay, so here's what, forget about this barn. I don't know why I even drew the barn, but how I describe passive income is a goose that lays the golden egg. So we've all heard of the farmer and his wife who had a goose that laid a golden egg, right? Here's the thing about the goose that laid the golden egg though. He would only lay 1 or 2 golden eggs every single day. So you couldn't get a bunch of eggs in one day from one goose, right? If you ever look at a chicken or a goose, they can't lay like 15, 20 eggs in one day that I know of, unless it's some super duper out of this world type goose, right? So the farmer and his wife had this goose that was laying a golden egg, and they said, well, we wanted more of the golden egg. So what they did is they killed the goose, opened him up so they get all the golden eggs out, and what they found out is there was no golden eggs in the goose, right? Of course, you're not going to open a chicken, you're not going to open a goose or a duck and find eggs inside of them. It has to be created over and over, right? So think of passive income as like this little goose that you have that puts money into your bank every single day, right? Every single day you've got money deposited in your bank from one of these geese. But if you kill a goose, you don't get any more money in your bank, right? You don't get any more golden eggs. Click the like button if you guys get what I'm saying here with this concept. So what are some geese that lay golden eggs, right? So I don't know if you guys know Garrett already. He works on my sales team. He's 23 years old, turns 24 soon. And he got the idea to go buy gumball machines. He found them on KSL.com, bought one for like 150 bucks, put a bunch of gumballs in it, and he called it Chick-fil-A, and he put his gumball machine in Chick-fil-A. And then all of a sudden, people go buy these gumballs from him, and he's making $100 a month from gumball machines, and he checks it once every couple of months. Is that cool or is that cool, right? So Jeff put another way for some income, residual income, Jeff. This would be an MLM, okay? That brings up the topic of being clearly definitive on what is passive income versus residual income. Okay, so passive income is something that you invest money in one time or create some sort of business or some sort of system and put some effort into it, and then it pays you over and over again forever without you having to do anything. That's the ideal is passive income. So for example, a rental property would be passive income if you hire a property manager, right? All you have to do is buy the property, assign it to a property manager, and it comes over and over every single month to you. You don't have to do anything. That's passive, right? Residual income could also be in a rental property if you're the one managing it, if you're the one collecting the check, if you're the one that takes and changes the furnace filter and calls the plumber or even fix the plumbing yourself, whatever. That's reoccurring residual income. Okay, so there's a big difference. Passive income, you don't have to do anything. Yeah, residual income, you got to do something. You got to manage it. You got to maintain it, which still isn't that bad, right? So, what are some different ways of passive income? Number one, probably the easiest that comes to my mind is a dividend paying stock, right? I don't know which ones even pay dividends anymore, dividends, but it's probably the safest passive income, but it's also the least amount you're going to get, okay? And just to be clear, most passive incomes, let's say you put $1 in, you're doing great if you're getting 10 cents back, right? That's for passive income. There's other investments that are capital gains type investments. You can get 20, 30, 40, 50% returns, okay? So what are some other passive incomes? Owning rentals, real estate is probably my favorite. It's tangible. It's something to live in. It's shelter. It's a need, one of the 3 human basics: food, water, shelter. Yeah? Hello? Yeah? So put yes if you're starting to get what I'm saying right here. And I want to ask a question. If you could have a dollar amount paid to your bank every single month and you didn't have to work anymore, how much would you need? I want you to just think about this question. How much would you need every single month just to live? Would it be $1,000? Would it be $2,500? Would it be $5,000? Would it be $10,000? $50,000 a month? What is your number? And I just want, part of the reason I asked that is because we are based off our financial beliefs, right? How we learned to use money from our parents, from our school, or really how we learned not to use money is a better way to put it. That's what dictates our beliefs. And through 12 years of public education and another 4 at Weber State University, not one time did any professor, any teacher, any instructor, any, what do you call them? I only met him one time, counselor, right? None of them asked me that question. How much money would I want to earn every single month without having to work? And I think that's a really great question. I learned early on from one of my mentors, if you want different answers, if you want better answers, you got to ask different questions, you got to ask better questions. And so I always try to ask different questions to everyone, okay? So make sure to get that number. I'm not seeing anyone post below their numbers. I know you must be thinking, well, I want some money every single month. I'm being dead freaking serious right now. How many dollars would you like to be paid into your bank account every single month just for waking up and fogging the mirror, okay? So the first way to get passive income is to start thinking passive income, to start thinking about how can I get a golden goose? What is a way that I can get money that pays me every single month? Okay, so let's talk about some residual income ideas. Okay, residual income could be a real estate property if you manage it yourself. I highly recommend you don't. I highly recommend you hire someone professional to manage your properties. I'm not that guy, but I would recommend you go find someone. Hey Jeff, awesome, $25,000 a month. I assume that's what you mean is a month. Awesome number. How many of you guys could live off of $25,000 a month? Maybe you don't even need that. Maybe $15,000, right? So other types of residual income, you know, gumball machines are going to be, vending machines are going to be residual because you got to maintain them. You could, if the margins were high enough, which I think would be a challenge, you could hire someone to manage them, like Redbox, right? Redbox actually hires people to go around and check the DVDs. If they're still a Redbox, I mean, I think those are going to go away too with digital technology, but you get what I'm saying. So Redbox has people go out and do it, and so therefore the owner of the Redbox territory has a passive income. Got it? Another type of residual income that I'm stoked about is online digital world, because digital is not going away. It's just not going to happen. So some ways online are through drop ship, right? So you could actually buy products without even have to buy them. You could put products for sale online. Check this out. Say Amazon, you get a seller account. If you don't know that, get a seller account. You can actually have a seller account on Amazon, just like a buyer's account, right? You know, your Prime, your Amazon Prime, get a seller account, right? So you can sell stuff on Amazon. Right? We got so much crap in our house these days that we don't need. We could sell it. There's a way to make some extra money for you, the tip of the day, right? But what I mean is, let's say you found some shoes, some Nike shoes, here's a good idea. You saw some Nike shoes for sale at the Sports Authority. Remember, Sports Authority just barely went out of business, and they had everything on sale. So you bought a bunch of Nike shoes on sale at Sports Authority, right? You could take those Nike shoes and find out that online on Amazon, they're selling for significantly more than you bought them from, right? You can actually do that with what's called drop ship, where you find places like Sports Authority that sell the product for less money, and you sell it to someone else for more, and then you have it shipped to them and you make the margin, right? That's one way to make money online. It's gonna be residual because there's gonna be some maintenance involved. You gotta study out deals. You gotta be able to list products for sale, right? So another type of residual income online is gonna be like advertising. Like if you have a podcast or a YouTube channel and you get a lot of viewers to it, or even an Instagram account is becoming highly residual these days. So what'll happen is someone will say, check out these white strips on Instagram, or check out, this clothing line or this store or whatever, blah, 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 this whatever. And that person will get paid just to make an announcement on their channel, their podcast, their Instagram, whatever, about that, right? I actually have several what's called affiliates that I work with on my YouTube channel, my podcast, that I just literally mention their name, and somehow, some way, I'll end up, because of revenue agreements, I'll get paid, right? Cool. There's a lot of those places. In fact, I actually have a business. If any of you guys are interested, just let me know. Send me an inbox message. Where I can give you an affiliate link for one of my businesses. It's called Winning the Online Game. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. But you guys, if you have your affiliate link and someone joins that membership site, which is another type that I'll share with you guys. Someone joins that, I pay you 50% commission on anyone that signs up for your link. Is that cool or what? And you don't even have to pay. Like, it's completely free for you. You don't have to be a member of the site or anything. You just have to have an affiliate link, right? That's how I first started. When I first started making money online, I thought I had to create my own products. And so I was struggling big time because I didn't have any products. I didn't know what to sell, but I had followers asking me for stuff. And then I finally realized I didn't have to sell my products. I had to sell products that I believed in. I had to refer to what I believed in, right? And then so that was my first taste of income. And in fact, that initial company, I still make probably about 85 grand a year on that company from affiliate residual, right? I still have to do things to maintain that relationship and plug their name and this and that, but that's one way, right? So the best way in my mind to actually do it is to create a membership site, right? A place where people can buy a monthly subscription and pay you every single month. So that way you get a lot of subscribers, and if 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 cancel a month, you still got 150, right? See what I'm saying? Give me some thumbs up if you would like someone to join. And don't worry about, well, what would I sell? Get that crap out of your mind. Just think about if you owned a website, that was one of your geese, the laid golden egg. What if you had a website that every single month paid you money because you had people that subscribed to it? Would that be cool, or would that be cool, right? See, this is thinking a little bit differently than how we've been traditionally taught in school. Traditionally, we taught, go to school, get a good job, and at your job, it went from a pension to a 401k, take a percentage of each paycheck, and hey, if you take 8% of your check, we'll match another 8%. So it's like they're double ending it. What's funny about that way of doing it with 401k, you actually never get that money, right? You never actually get to see it till hopefully one day in the future, right? But imagine if you took that 8% or 10% or whatever you're setting aside. I recommend 10 to 12%. Take that money and you invested it in something like gumball machines or a website that paid you every single month, or even a rental property, real estate rental property, right? That's the concept here, right? You get a goose that's gonna lay you a couple eggs, golden eggs, that's paid in interest to you every single day, right? So for example, another type of website you could have is where they actually download products, right? There's a lot of websites out there. Amazon is one. They actually have to ship products. There's a major need for that. Another type of website is Netflix. I don't know if you've heard of Netflix. People pay $8 or $10 every single month. And they get to stream videos every single month. I must admit the videos are starting to suck, or have sucked for a while on Netflix, but I still pay for it, right? And another type of website would be You ever heard of Jane.com? They sell stuff on there. It's a huge website that people come to and they buy like daily deals. Pick Your Plum was another one. I think it's kind of going downhill, but these are types of websites that generate traffic and they sell products, usually clothing products on. Other types would be digital content, right? I do this on my own website, winningtheinnergame.com, where people come, they pay money, transfer it via PayPal, so digits go over to my account, and then they get awesome products that teach them how to have better mindsets or better sales skills, whatever I've been able to create to help other people. Yeah, Brienne, Jane.com is a prime example on steroids of how to be completely free of having to work ever again, right? My wife went to I don't even know what it's called, like a retreat, a women's retreat at Solstice up at Deer Valley this last summer. And I couldn't believe the amount of money that freaking company makes, right? It's incredible. Some of the people that I've spoke to that have other types of educational membership sites, I mean, these guys are potentially, they're at already $250,000, $300,000 every single month, right? Most people, you and I, we don't need 300 grand a month to live comfortably and stress-free and to be able to take care of our family on a great level, right? We could live off of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,000, you know, like Jeff. My actual target is to get 120,000 now. That's my goal. It'd be freaking awesome to hit that number. Another type that is really, really simple is an online marketing business, right? What is an online marketing business? Well, number one is it's an educational site that teaches people how to actually make money online, right? So imagine if you owned a business that taught people how to make money online. That's one of the websites that I own, winningtheinnergame.com. You can check the link out. And what that does is it actually would help you every single day be able to think differently on how you could invest your money. How could you invest your money, your time, and your efforts into a goose that will lay you eggs every single day for the rest of your life? Don't wait to start. Okay, here's a couple of rules, right? And make sure to ask questions below about passive or residual income. If you have a question what the difference is, if you have questions of how can you learn other techniques or strategies. I mean, education is far and wide. Here's cool ways if you're a real estate agent to make residual or passive income. There's 2 companies out there that actually pay passive income. I've made some off of Keller Williams, very little, maybe $300. It's based off of, you know, how profitable a company is. So if you refer someone to the company, you're going to get a small percentage of their profitable earnings throughout the year, right? There's another company, EXP, who's really taken off right now. That is another great way to you sponsor someone into the company. You know, that's how my mastermind works. If you're a real estate agent, and for example, Al Torrey is one of our mastermind partners. He joined January last year, and he had just jumped into real estate full time, sold like 40-something properties this year, $280,000 GCI, and what he did was he started then referring other cool people that would be great partners into our mastermind, and then part of their membership fee he gets a percentage, right? So he was able to create passive income that way. So there's places like masterminds and real estate companies, and I bet there's other types, like insurance is a great way, right? Like if you build a team of insurance, I have a friend that owns a health insurance company, and he's got 15 insurance agents that work on his team, right? So see what happens is those agents, they pay commission to him, and those commissions that he pays a portion to the different companies that he's brokering out, right? You get the concept here, right? So there's other ways to build this residual income, right? The online marketing method is to simply just have a membership site that sells a product back to them that teaches them how to make a membership site. Is that cool or what, right? That's what winning the online game is. It's a goose that lays golden eggs every single day and creates value back to you or back to people or back to others on how they can create a goose that lays a golden egg every single day. Sterling says, EXP Realty has a referral system that's potentially very profitable. Yeah, you know what? I've talked to several real estate agents across the country leaving Keller Williams, going directly to EXP. In fact, one of my really good friends told me he's making the move tomorrow. You guys, if you know him, you'll probably see that announcement very quickly. It blows my mind, the opportunity and the potential out there. Right, so I'll give you some other ways that you can even start small. Vending machines, like gumball machines, soda machines, pool tables, laundromats, laundry machines, right? That creates passive income. That's something that's not that you can make money off of while you're not there. Some businesses that are residual. Insurance is a residual type business. What was the other one I was thinking of? Oh, and network marketing companies are huge. If you're a full-time employee and you don't have a business, get a business. And I would recommend that you start with an online marketing company you do from home would be number one. Number two would be a network marketing company. Go join a multi-level marketing company. That's all most companies are. They just don't look like it. Like you look at an insurance company, it's a giant MLM. Real estate company, Keller Williams Real Estate, it's a giant MLM. eXp Realty, giant MLM. You look at even franchise companies, right? Remax, see they've got regional owners, they've got office, franchise holders, they've got, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Jeff, I do a lot of affiliate marketing, and I'd have to go through. I think I have 7 revenue sources right now, so that's 7. Holy cow, my car just turned on inside of my garage just right now. That means someone's got the keys. So I have 7 geese that lay golden eggs every single day. And in fact, I have an affiliate program, Jeff, if you're interested. Hold on, I gotta turn my car off. I don't know how that turned on. Cool, so now for lately, my freaking FJ has been starting in the freaking, my garage. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what it's all about. So I have a link if you wanna check it out, Jeff, where for my website, Winning the Online Game, you can get an affiliate link. You can check out, send me an inbox. I'll connect you with Garrett. He actually knows way more about it than I do, the great Garrett. BeTheGreaterYou.com. I'll throw a plug in for Garrett. So I have 7 of these right here that lay me golden eggs every single day. And I learned from Pat Hyben. If you've ever heard of Pat Hyben, I did an interview with him. He's got like 50-something of these geese that lay golden eggs every single day, right? The question is, when are you going to start buying geese or building geese to lay the golden egg? Like, for example, my website took some time to build. In the products that I created on there, took some time to create. The relationships that I built to be able to learn that, it took some time, right? And when you package that up, once you take the time to create it into a format that helps people and serves people and creates value for people, you do it once and you can get paid forever, right? Yeah, check it out. I actually had a podcast with Pat Hyben. You can search Pat Hyben, Colton Lindsay, and we talked a lot about financial freedom and be able to create passive and residual income. I love that Pat, I can't remember if he told me during the podcast or before, 52 or 54 geese that lay golden eggs, 54 sources of passive and residual income. That's insane, right? And I guess if you counted all of my rental properties individually, I'd have more sources. I just kind of chunked that into one. So go to, I put into the broadcast or the description, whatever, www.winningtheonlinegame.com. If you put your email in and your name and email in there, I'll send you an email on how some different ways that you could learn how to make money online if you're interested. Even if you're not seriously about it, I still recommend taking a look, and it'll jog your mind. It'll actually share some ways with you. 7 parts to an automated system to how you can create residual income anywhere online. Right? You're seeing it happen more and more every single day. In fact, I would dare say if you don't get involved in online marketing in a big way, see, there's going to be a separation. And I don't remember if you guys saw this live stream. I did a long time ago. You like how my flip chart's literally in my office? I have to map stuff out, right? So here's a breakdown of the financial system in actually the whole entire world. And it's called fractional banking through derivatives. So what happens is federal banks, like the Federal Reserve banks, they lend money in the form of T-notes or treasury bills, who then lends money to big banks, like commercial financing, Chase, Bank of America, the Lehman Brothers once was one, but I guess they're not anymore, right? Some major Wall Street banks. And what happens is they then lend money to financial institutions, smaller type banks across the country who can lend it. I know I'm really quick on this, but they can actually lend your money. Let's say they have $1,000 in the bank. They can lend anywhere from 6 to 10 times that $1,000, meaning they're lending out $6,000 to $10,000 and getting paid interest on that money, and then there's really not that money even there, right? And those goes out in the form of consumer loans, mortgages, like that. You buy a car, you're getting it really clear back from the Federal Reserve more than likely. I mean, there are private lending sources out there, of course, but They charge real rates, not ridiculously low 3% rates, right? Like if the fact that mortgage rates are 4.25%, which is higher than they've been in a while, the fact they're that low tells you one thing. Okay, I want you to write this down. The fact that the automobile rates are at 2.99% to 3.5%, somewhere's around there for certain people. Even if you have bad credit, you can get something around 7%, right? The fact that interest rates are that low tells you that our economy, this right here, is fud up. Like there's something totally broken with it. It's not working. But doesn't mean that you can't profit from it if you know what's broken and how to get paid. The idea is that you become a bank that gets paid interest every single day. And you can create little banks. They're the geese that lay the golden egg, right? So go in, put your name and email, click on the link, put your name and email into there. If you want even further, there's a webinar going on. I'll put the link in later, I guess, on this. It's a webinar coming up this week where you can learn even more in depth about how you could start creating something. If you have questions, inbox me. I want to help you. So a couple ways you can get started now. Contact me, get an affiliate link for my website. All you have to do is drive traffic to my website. If someone purchases through your link, I'll pay you 50% of whatever I make on that. And so it's $97 a month in the membership. So you would get $48.50 paid directly to your PayPal account. Is that cool or what? What's cool is as long as that person keeps paying, you're going to get paid a percentage of that. That's how that works. Really, really awesome. Thumbs up if that's cool. If you just want to talk more and ask questions, send me messages. The best way to do it is through this messenger here. If you guys aren't using Messenger on a high level, start to use it because you can actually do a ton of networking. You know, since I started with online business, I connected with a dude out of London who's crushing it in the travel industry with a travel network marketing. I connect with, and I actually think he moved back to Utah, Ben Gotchberg, through the internet. He has a network marketing company where he's became financially free at the age of 29. He now travels like every other week anywhere nice. He goes there and he does it at a sweet discount. He has a goal now to help 100 people become financially free. I met Allison Shreve, the gal that helped me get really focused on online marketing. I met her. She's from Australia, right? She's a 4-time world champion windsurfer that has started several multi-million-dollar successful online businesses. I get to do business with, you might know, Bob Leffler and Doreen Herman in you think you like this? My summer beard, James. So summer right here, summer right here, summer over here, right? You like that, James? Huh? The summer beard? I get to work with those guys. Buy Owner Daily, right? If you're a real estate agent, in fact, go to buyownerdaily.com/winning-the-inner-game, and you can get 2 weeks free of real estate leads for Subway owner leads, right? So there's all these different avenues that you can create business partnerships through Messenger, through Facebook, through social media. Yeah, you still got to talk on the phone to these people. I mean, I just talked to someone the other day that hired me to do a teleseminar, and they called me via Facebook Messenger, right? I actually talked to one of our mastermind partners the other day, our new mastermind partners, the Real Estate Hustlers, via the phone dialing. All you have to do is call me. You can connect anyone on the planet through Facebook, so it's huge. Any other questions, post them below about passive or residual income. Remember, the goal is to start, I turned the page. Hold on. Give me some thumbs up, though, for my great beard that James mentioned. If you think my beard is rock star. Oh yeah, Wesley, chilling in your new home. Oh, you guys did get moved in this week. Congratulations. Wesley Jones is one of our buyers. Congratulations to him and his wife, Brittany, who they just got an awesome new house. So we're stoked. They're in West Point, close to us. Jeremy's out in West Point. It's a great area to live. So congratulations, Wesley. Should I call you Wes or Wesley? I'm going with Wesley because I'm reading off the screen, okay? But if we're in person, I'd high five you and say Wes. Get started getting geese that lay golden eggs now, sooner than later. Like, start yesterday. And if you haven't started yesterday, start right now. Creating geese that lay golden eggs, because tomorrow is too late. Tomorrow turns into next month, turns into next year, turns into 5 years, turns into a decade. And I can't tell you how many times being in the real estate world, I come across baby boomers are the ones that I've noticed a lot the last few years. They'll get to that age of in their 60s, right, late 50s, mid 60s, and they've got no money. I don't know how they're going to retire, and so they have to keep working. And it's not the fact that working is bad, it's the fact that working, if it can make you a slave, right? You can miss out on life by working because you have to pay the bills, right? You have to pay the mortgage. You have to put food on the table. You have to provide. You just have to. You got to eat. You got to drink. You got to live. You got family to take care of. You got to give them food, water, and shelter. Yeah, click the like button, the thumbs up, if you freaking know what I'm talking about. I'm going to call you Wesley Snipes. I love it. So get started on this. If you have questions, let me know. Remember, the ways you can do it are through dividend stocks. You could do it through drop ship, buying and selling. You could do it through selling. And here's a good way to make money quickly. I told you guys already. Go look through your house, the shit you're not using, because I know you got some. I know, Wes, you got some shit at your house you're not using. You just moved, right? And you probably realize, where did all this shit come from? I do the same thing every freaking day, right? More and more stuff from my kids or crap we don't use. Go through your house and pick out 10 items that you don't use, and then you can go generate cash by selling it online. Facebook Markets. I sold several things on Facebook Markets. I just sold a cell phone for like an iPhone 6 for like $325 in like just a few days, right? But what happens is you can sell that stuff and you can get some cash, and then you can take that cash and you can invest it in something. You invest it in taking a course learning about online marketing, right? Learning about investing, buying books that teach you about it, right? So that's a good way to go get started right away. Like I said, real estate rentals, those aren't for everyone. And in fact, if you buy one, you should plan on buying 10, 15, 20, right? When you buy them, you buy for long term. You buy it and you pay long term over end. Any dividend stocks you recommend off the top of my head? I don't really. AT&T used to be a good one. I don't know if they still are, but Apple, right? Apple is probably the strongest one that pays dividends. I think they pay quarterly. I don't know. You're not going to get super rich off of them, but if you got money to sit, that's a great place to sit. Facebook doesn't currently pay dividends that I know of, but I would say if you want money to sit long term in a place, Facebook would be a great stock. It's not really dividend paying, but they're trading at like $110, $120 a share right now. You look at major other tech companies that's gone through the ringer. Amazon is one of them. Google is one of them. They're $700, $800 a share. Apple used to be that high. They split, right? So Facebook would be a good place to put your money. But you could start as just researching vending machines, researching gumball machines, researching those little games that you see at Betos or Rancheritos or those Mexican restaurants that are open 27 hours a day, right? Like, I don't know how they're open so long, but they are, right? They've got those little machines in there where you can drop the claw or run this like snake up the wall and you win like a PlayStation game or something. That's a prime example of passive income. Like, those games, number one, are hard as crap to win. And number two is everyone likes to play them, right? Especially if they're at Beto's at 2 in the mornings because they're probably a little bit tipsy and they got some money to waste. Yeah, so that's passive income at its finest. Let's see. I think if I had some good books right here. Oh, this book right here. A couple books to read. They'll help you along the way. The Richest Man in Babylon. I'd go read that one. It's quick, 180 pages or something like that. Another great book that is long and it's a hard book. I had to really go through it with audio, to be honest with you. It's Money, Master the Game. It talks a lot about compound interest, how you must start now rather than later. If you wait, it's going to be way too late. Like, if you wait to get started on this, it's going to be too late. Like, you're just going to miss the boat on it, and you got to start now. I don't know how else to put it into words. I wish I could put it more plainly out there for people. So I will. Start now. You got to do it now. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling now at this point. If there's any other questions, you guys can inbox me. But once again, check out winningtheonlinegame.com and put your email in, and I will share with you some ways that you can make money online. How about that? I'll send you some emails that will teach you how you can literally make money online. Coaching and consulting, that's a huge business. I know a lot of people want to be coaches and consultants this year or now online. Everyone's a coach or consultant, but how can you actually make money with that business? That's a great way to make money online. I used to think I wanted to be a coach, and then I realized I don't want to be a coach anymore because that would drive me insane. Do I follow Buffett? Yeah, he has 2 rules about investing. Just so you know, write these rules down, Mitchner. It's going to change your life. Number 1 is never lose money. Okay, that's the first rule of investing, according to Buffett. And then number 2 is follow rule number 1, right? So just never lose money, right? That's the goal here. So that's why I always invest things that I believe in. Will I have a little doubt? Yeah. Am I still in the real estate game? Yeah, heavily, man. I work probably about 20 to 25 hours a week in my real estate sales business. I have a great team that I'm helping them build financial freedom as well online. Garrett actually made over, check this out, on Black Friday. Black Friday, he made his first he made a couple bucks doing other things, but he first made his first $160 online. Really cool product. You can check it out on winningtheinnergame.com in my tools and audios. I think it's trainings and tools section. It's actually a calculator that teaches you, based on the principle, kind of like the richest man in Babylon, teaches you how to manage your money, and actually allows you through an Excel format, divide your money so it comes in with your percentages, so you're saving it for long-term savings, you're saving it for investing, you're saving it for your play account, so you can go spend it and have a little fun, saving it for your giveaway account. Like that's probably, if I could share something really, really important take from this, go learn what I call the JAR system, or a money management system. That was the one thing 4 years ago, 2012, that set me completely down this path of financial freedom, where I wouldn't or don't have to work again if I didn't want to, right? I'm kind of addicted to the game, if you ask my wife, so I'm not getting out of the game yet, right? I don't think I ever will, because I love it so much. But my point is, go learn a money management system that will set you completely free. So yes, I am very heavily in real estate game. I only work with direct clients, so I don't work with signed calls or internet leads or things like that anymore. I just work with people that directly call me. And then any referrals that I get, we still work them. I usually don't personally work with them. Someone rock star on my team will work with them. So that's another way you can start to build a residual business as well, is taking your sales business and leveraging yourself out of it, right? Hiring rock stars that are as good or better than you to handle it. I don't know if there's any other questions, so I'm going to skin on out, but go to winningtheonlinegame.com, put your name and email in, and I will email you some ways that you can make money online and some steps to start following automatically. In fact, you can even use those same steps to help grow your network marketing company. So if you're in like Isogenics, I think Jeff posted Isogenics. If you're in, I know there's a lot of people on ACM that follow me. I don't even know what they do, utilities or something, phones or something. A lot of people will do bank code. I don't know if you've ever heard of bank code. Do I think the market will stay strong? Yeah, I think the market will stay strong because I create my own market. So as long as I create my own market, my market's going to be strong. Your question is probably referring to, do I think the real estate market's going to stay strong? I think it's going to flatten out. I think it already has started to flatten out. I think it has to flatten out. But who freaking knows anymore? Let's be real. It's all funny money. Like when I showed you on that other slide, if you didn't see it, go back and watch it, how money works in fractional banking. It's all funny money. It's not real. Like it's all paper notes and digits. The question is, are you getting negative paper notes and negative digits? Meaning, are you getting lent money, or are you the one with the note lending money, right? So that's what you want to look at. You can also lend knowledge and charge interest for it. That's what an educational website is. It's you're lending knowledge, you're selling knowledge, education, and people pay you interest back on that. That's my opinion. Next to real estate, James, is the most powerful investment right now is information. That's a new world of infopreneurs. I don't know if you've heard of those. Infopreneurs are major example is Grant Cardone, right? He's an infopreneur. It's called informational selling. It's the new world of sales. It's where people, check out this live stream a few times. They do things like that, and they start respecting your opinion. They start seeing the success you're having. They want to learn. They want to get with you, and so you can start charging for time. You can start charging for products, for memberships, like I've got and I've done. So that's some different options. Do I invest in tax liens? Like Rich Dad Poor Dad? You know what? I have his book that he recommended. I think it's called the 16% Rule. I've never bought tax liens. I'm not to say I wouldn't. I just haven't focused on that goose that lays the golden egg. So I think there is some definite money to be made there. I actually had a past client, he passed away a couple of years ago, that he would buy tax liens and then he would hold on to them for a few years and sell them, once they cleared some timing. I think they had to go through. He'd make a ton of money. The guy worked at Hill Air Force Base as a civilian his whole life and retired as a multi-millionaire, right? Like he had maybe, I think, a $60,000 a year job, he said, when he retired, yet he retired with millions and millions of dollars because he would buy tax liens for pennies on the dollar, hold them for a few years, and he'd sell them and he'd make a ton of money. Just so you guys know, flipping properties is not really investing. Can you make money off of it? Absolutely, but you got to think you're gonna have to put time and energy into flipping a property. There's a lot of work that goes into that, such as, you know, getting the cost, buying the materials, managing the crew, processing the sale, several things that you got to do that take a lot of time and effort into doing it. How could you turn it into residual? You find a partner that does all the work and you invest the capital and they manage the project, right? You better trust your partner though can get the project done. I wouldn't do that with just anyone. I would do it with someone that's only done it and proven that he can do it over and over again. Would I invest in land? Absolutely. Land is by far becoming more and more, what's the word? I guess not scarce, but the demand is always high and the inventory is shrinking and shrinking. So yeah, I would buy land, especially if you can buy land in areas that there's really, really high demand and low supply. That's what I would try and figure out. Like we've got a county in Utah, which is called Davis County, where there's very, very low supply of land there. So if you could buy land there, if you own land there, the value of it's gone up dramatically. Yeah? Hello? Yeah? Got it? Huh? What about, oh, Brienne says we're about to jump onto Netflix. Ever heard of it? We may miss your internet. Hey, you know what? Get on Netflix, make that $8.99 or $9.99 a month worth it, because you're supporting a residual passive income business, right? They're not it there. You're on the screen poking around. I'm sure there's some employees that manage it and there's some logistics obviously to go into it. But realistically, that is the type of business you want to own, where people go to your app. Like owning an app is an idea. People go to your app, people go to your website, people go to your thing, and they give you money, you give them value back, right? Boom, prime example. Do I invest in rentals that need to put money into, or do you like a turnkey rental? Hey, you know what? I love a good deal as good as the next guy. Realistically, when I buy my properties cash, and with cash, you typically, not always, but a lot of times you can negotiate a really big discount. So if I can buy it, you know, cash for $20,000 less because of cash, and I could put 10 grand into it, had I bought the turnkey, it probably would have been 20K into it. But then again, like I got to estimate my time, like what's it going to take me to manage to get the rehab done, to bring it up. Realistically, most of my properties I buy and rehab them and hold them though, because I can get them at a pretty good deal. Is it winning the online game? Yeah, Jeff, winning the online game. The link should be in this video. So just exit out of the video and you guys can check out winningtheonlinegame.com. Yeah, like Jad said, hopefully I said your name right. You're going to pay a retail price for a turnkey, absolutely. But not always a bad thing to pay to get a turnkey property that you can just start making money off of, right? That's truly, truly passive. It just depends on how much work you want to put into it, right? Get it at discount, you got to fix it up, you got to put time, energy, effort, plus carrying costs of why it's vacant, right? So there's other variables that play into that. Me right now, I'm young, I can still hustle and manage it out, right? Like I got staff that we can manage our own properties, and so that's what I do. And looks like my daughter has came and knocked on the door. That means she's ready for bed. I'm going to sign out. Go to winningtheonlinegame.com if you guys want to check out more ways to build residual income, or even just I'll email you some ways you can make money online. One of the cool things that I love from Tony Robbins is he talks about the enemy to action and the enemy to results and the enemy to execution is complexity. So complexity is the enemy of execution. So if you want to execute anything in your life, simplify it.